Nobody plays the hits like this, brother.
You already know.
Into the Midday Lounge with the Midday Love.
Oh, yeah.
Jackie Tramel and the Midday Crew, Crystal and K. Rose.
Yep, that's my crew.
And oh yeah, welcome back to the Midday Lounge. This is Global RnB 96.3, the real deal in digital radio. We're also your number one source for holiday soul music as well as R&B music. Listen, just like yesterday, I got my ladies back inside the building. We know what one of them ain't my ladies, but you know she's gonna be having her own slap. But I'm a claimer for today. We got Nika Ladine in the building. Go ahead and talk to him, baby.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
How you feeling today? You good?
Is tired. As Bernie Mac said, I'm tired. My body weary, but it's all
Well,
good.
you better get that ass. You better wake that ass up, cause come this time next week, your ass gonna be on your own show doing your own thing, waking people up. So you better wake that ass up.
And I was gonna say that's the thing. It's not even late over here. It's just that I'm just tired. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you better wake it up.
Get you that espresso. Get you a little espresso shot during the midday.
As you heard her, that's my girl, Lady Nadine. Go ahead and talk to her. Say what's up to her.
Hello, world. Back like I never left.
Hey man, I like the way the locks is locking over there today. It goes with the purple, the purple seat. I like it. That's what I'm talking about. Salute.
See me, yeah.
Hey ladies, so D, you know what? You gave me this topic today, so I like it. So we got the holiday seasons, and yeah. Y'all know me. I don't really do holidays, but we got the holiday seasons. Normally a time for togetherness. A little bit of forgiveness, especially for the family members that had you effed up all year long. All right. So if you have that, we're gonna talk about this. So we ran across this video, and I wanna use it to spark conversation. So this is what I need you to do. I need y'all to take a little listen to this, and let's go ahead and get into it.
Do you think that there's a difference between forgiving a person and giving a person a second chance?
Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. Forgiveness is simply acknowledgement. That's what it is. I'm acknowledging that there was some type of wrongdoing that has impacted me in a negative way, but that does not mean that I need to connect with you again, because that's where the accountability of self starts to come in. Because now that I can acknowledge that you have done something to negatively impact me, and I can accept the fact that this is what has happened, now it is my responsibility to create some type of resolve in my life. And so that means that in order for me to avoid this happening again, I'm not going to connect with you again. I don't have to give you a second chance. God can give you that. No offense, because I'm a Christian, so I know some of y'all like, hold on, wait a minute. No, because that's what the problem is. So many of us are taught that we have to forgive and let somebody back into our life. No, I'm releasing this from my heart. I can still love you, but I can't deal with you, and you can't have that access to me anymore.
Okay. I like where she was going with. A shout out to the beautiful black sister. She was talking her talk. This is what I got. So I'm gonna ask this. I need to know. Do you think there's really a difference between forgiving a person or giving a person a second chance? Talk to me, ladies. Matter of fact, anybody else who want to join the conversation, hit the hotline 804-476-2306. Let's go ahead and get into it.
So I'm going to say there is a big difference between forgiving somebody and giving somebody a second chance. You can forgive somebody. Okay. Just because I forgave you does not mean I don't know how to carry you in the future. So I don't have to give you a second chance, but you forgive people for yourself so they don't hold any power over you. But I don't have to let you back in my life.
Sound like you're preaching over there, man. I'm gonna call you preacher. Yeah, that's your new nickname, preaching over there. Preaching with a lady named D.
And you know what, Lady D, I agree with you. I learned a long time ago that forgiveness is a selfish thing. It's not for the other person. It's for the person that's forgiving. So yeah, I don't have to deal with you. I can forgive you and not even let you know that I've forgiven you. The funny thing is I can forgive you and not even have a conversation about the fact that I have forgiven you. Just know that in my heart of hearts, I've forgiven you. And the thing is, if you still questioning if I've forgiven you or not, then that lets me know that the onus is on you at this point.
Ooh, okay. I might have a difference in opinion. Let's see about this. So I do think it's possible that if you are truly not harvesting any type of feelings towards the person, when I talk about feeling, I'm talking about ill will or malice, it might be possible. Okay, let's go with that. But in my mind, like the question is going to be is, how can I say this? Okay, if you're forgiving a person, but you're not forgetting it, are you really moving past the situation? And I'm just playing devil's advocate a little bit. That's all I'm doing. So if you're forgiving the person and they don't really know, or you forgave, you say, "Hey, yeah, I forgive you," but you can't really rock with them no more. Are are you still harvesting feelings towards that, or are you really good? Good, because you're good. In my mind, it seems like maybe you can really make it work.
Nah, because
Devil's advocate.
let me answer it, devil's advocate.
I'm a devil your advocate.
Anyways, no, I don't feel like that. No, because when somebody does something to you in which you have to forgive them, that shows a sign of their character. And depending on the offense, like there's just like that might just be something that you can't have in your life. So you can forgive them. I don't hold no ill will towards you. Your character is just not something that vibes with me moving forward. Like that's playing devil's advocate.
Okay,
Just saying.
Well, hey, come here, girl. We gonna fight.
But anyways, like real talk. So that being said, what does forgiveness look like to y'all?
Oh, okay. Let me get this. Okay. I was waiting to answer a question like this because I want to show how I've been studying. Okay. Anyway, so to me, I'm gonna say like this. Let's break down forgiveness. Let's break it down. So forgiveness is gonna be the act of pardoning, like pardoning. I got a fat tongue. Like I'm offering you grace. So I'm giving grace to the offender who probably did something to me. In the Greek sense, forgiveness means letting go. In translated, it means that I'm letting go of that situation. So that means I'm letting go of resentment. That means I'm letting go of the hurt and pain that you put on my life, and I'm giving all that up, and I'm not expecting any type of compensation for the hurt that you put on me or the loss that I could have had in this situation. So that's how I view things. I'm really mean this because I know when people say I can forgive, but I just can't forget, or I can forgive you, whatever. I really can forgive you, and I'm very good at compartmentalizing. I can separate whatever it is. I can forgive you. And I move on from the situation. I'm not thinking about it. I don't even expect for you to try to kiss my butt. I'm not expecting for you to try to pay me back. And then what? I don't care what the situation is. I can forgive you. I'm not thinking about it no more. And I move past the situation. I know for some people that might be a harder task, especially inside of this worldly world of worlds. But that's how I'm. That's how I'm rocking.
And you know something, like I'm sitting here thinking, I can't even lie to you. I hold on to a grudge like Scrooge McDuck holds on to $1. Like
Scrooge McDuck,
not Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge, Uncle Scrooge. I will hold
showing
on
your
to
age
it
right
like
about
he
now.
holds on to $1. So I think the way I see it is, um, I knew, and I'll use this as an example. My ex-husband hurt me in the worst way, right? My ex-husband hurt me like in the worst way. I knew that I had forgiven him when I was able to pray for him and truly mean it. And not only that, pray for him and pray for his new significant other and their kids and truly mean it with everything. And his well-being became more of a concern for me. Like my ex-husband lives in El Paso. And there was a shooting like a few years ago in El Paso at the Walmart, and I was praying, okay, I hope my ex-husband wasn't involved in that shooting. That's when I knew I had forgiven, because old me, like back, like before I had forgiven, I would have been like, oh, okay, it was him. Oh, okay, cool. Wouldn't have cared. But that's how I know I'm able to forgive.
That's actually really good. That's really mature.
Everybody don't get that though, D-Duck. Everybody don't get that.
No. Because I can, like, within any situation, I have the capacity to forgive anybody for anything. Like, I'm not gonna hold on to it. Like, it is what it is. Like I said, I know how to carry people forward, moving forward. But I don't know if I could be praying for somebody. I'm not holding no grudge, but me forgiving you and letting you go means I done cut you off fully. Like, I'm not thinking about you no more.
Yeah, see, I ain't say it was easy now.
In the great words of Young Dro, he said that girl said, F me? No, F you, chick. Boom. that chick. That's how I feel about it. But listen, we got to head to break. We're going to spin the block, especially we got to get back into this holiday music. Don't think about it. I'm sorry. Forgive me if I said anything wrong. But we got to get back to this holiday music. Be back in a second. Global RnB 96.3.
All right, y'all. We are back. It's your girl, Nika Ladine, and we are on the Midday Lounge. And yes, you get to hear my voice just right now, but make sure you check me out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 10 a.m. until noon. I'm going to be taking over the airwaves with the morning energy. I had to, plug myself. So
Do your thing, baby. Do your thing. I like it.
Yes. So keeping up with this conversation, though, we got to get back on topic. I don't want to take it off topic too much. I got a quick question for y'all. See how I got tongue tied? I got all excited.
Oh, I like it when you tie your tongue.
Hey,
okay.
FCC, just saying.
He said, so the
Fire
FCC
me.
won't let me be. So, yeah, quick question for y'all. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt obligated, like you had to forgive that person, or you felt some type of pressure to forgive that person and give them a second chance? Has that ever happened to y'all?
Yes, it has. Well, I wouldn't say obligated because I don't feel obligated to do anything for anybody. And if anybody ever felt that way, my bad. But I have been in situations where I felt pressure to forgive people, and normally it's in circumstances within like a friend group. Like me and a particular person within a friend group don't mesh or whatever, and people are like, no, you shouldn't. And usually I'm right. My intuition is I peep people, whatever. Like, so I might feel the pressure
100%.
too. People might be on me about it, but anybody that knows me for real knows once I've made my mind up about something, I don't budge unless I want to.
Yeah, man. So I ain't never been pressured to do nothing in life. Okay, maybe I got pressured, but that was a different situation. I ain't never been pressured to forgive nobody. If I'm forgiving you, it's purely off of me. Now, I'll be honest about you, and this, some say this is the Aquarius in me. I don't know because I don't really keep up with signs like that. But sometimes I can be very dark. Like, I might have a little dark heart sometimes. But and I act like I don't care about people, but deep down inside, I do internally care about your well-being. And I know I'm a lover. This is take away from my whole persona because I am the midday lover. I got this little player side, but I am very much a lover of the Most High God. You feel me? And He tells me it is my position to forgive. So I don't feel pressure from the world to forgive, but I will obey what my Heavenly Father tells me, and I will forgive because it ain't really for me. I'm not forgiving. I'm not forgiving you for you, baby. I don't give a dang about you. I'm doing it for me so I can have some peace and solitude in my life, because if I'm sitting here thinking about this and I haven't gotten over it, and I haven't got enough that forgiveness, giving that forgiveness to the person, then I'm never gonna have peace. So I haven't been pressured by the world, but I do say I will feel pressure from me internally, my walk with the Most High. I'll leave it at that.
I was, to piggyback on that, I grew up in the church as well, and I remember having a situation where I was told that I had to forgive, and I, because God demanded that, God commanded me to do that. I forgave on the surface. Remember, I told y'all I hold on to a grudge. Like, look, I will use the reference
Like
again.
Scrooge
I will hold
McDuck.
on to a grudge like Scrooge McDuck holds on to a coin. Do you understand? But I was able
so
to
country.
forgive
Where
on
you
the
come from?
surface. So on the outside, it looked like I forgave, but deep down in my heart of hearts, it's like I just wasn't able to let that go because it hurt me that deeply. And so, I think the pressure was there, but ultimately it wasn't until I made it and I had it in my mind that I was ready to forgive that I was really able to forgive.
Oh, so just a caveat. What was it? Because you said somebody told you to forgive or whatever. So what was it when you got to a point that's told you that you was ready to forgive? Was it you internally telling yourself? Did the person do something, or was it spirit? What's up?
Oh, I can tell you. I had gotten to the point where I was so engrossed with unforgiveness of this person that it was hindering me from being able to get to the next level. So for me, it was one of those things where And you know, to keep it short and sweet, I remember even going
Mm-hmm.
to church, and I would go to the altar. It was so bad that I would go to the altar
Ooh.
and I would pray about it, and I would take it back with me from the altar. And one day, it was just like God spoke to me. He was like, "You keep bringing this to the altar to me, but you keep taking it back with you. What am I supposed to do with it if you keep taking it back?" And it wasn't until I literally just laid it all on the altar and walked away. And I remember that day, I was on my way home from church, and I cried some kind of bad, because it was like, I feel like this weight has been lifted off of me. And yeah, that was ultimately the change. I started noticing a change in me when I was able to let it go, and I was able to move forward.
Look at you, man. Look at you sounding like a child of God up in here. But listen, we about to get back to being some sinners. Um, I love it. I love it. So listen, speaking of that, so has there ever been a time for y'all? I need y'all to talk to me. Let's keep a real talk up in here. Has there ever been a time where people are spinning the block? What is your perspective and or giving to somebody a second chance, whether it be a relationship or something platonically?
I feel like if you have the capacity to forgive somebody and they've shown the growth that they deserve a second chance, then by all means, go ahead and give that person a second chance. However, I am highly against giving people second chances without any proof of growth. Because anybody can say, you know, I'm going to do better, but are they actually doing better? When they do better, that's when
I
you
was
should
going
give
to
them the
ask,
second chance, not when they say they're going to do better. And that's in a
and
friendship or a relationship.
just for a friendship, I mean, this I want to ask you this, D, because I know people probably need examples. For you, what would be an example of that growth? I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
What you mean as far as giving somebody a second chance? Like, what can they do to show
Yeah, so
me?
you said
Like, just
you said
not
you
repeating the
yeah, so you
same,
said you have
like,
to
all right, not repeating the same behaviors. Like, if you, as my friend, are asking me for advice, then when I give you advice, like, not being argumentative about the advice, because I'm only giving you the advice because you asked me for one. And then
okay.
on the other hand, it's your choice whether you or not you take my advice or not. And then on a, like, or, you know, some people in friendships do like the whole shady thing, like, you know, the shade, like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you continue to show those behaviors, then I can't give you a second chance, because you're still the same person that you're expecting me to forgive you for. It's going to be a cycle. And, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
That is real talk.
You know something, like I I can forgive. I can give the person a second chance, but the dynamic of the relationship is going to be totally different. And again, it goes back to me being able to forgive, and I told you I hold on to a grudge. Look, my mom, before my mama left this world, she was like, "You mean? You are so mean." I'm like, "I'm not mean. I'm really not." Um, but
We're
I
gonna, as
I
a
do
church person
think
would
when
say, we're
people
gonna
hurt me
hug
to
that
my
up out of you.
when people hurt me to my core, it's hard for me to let it go. But yeah, I can forgive after a while, and I can be, you know, we can spin the block, try this thing one more time, but just understand that the dynamic of the relationship is going to be different. You can't call me all kinds of night. I'm not gonna have you on speed dial. I might put
But
you on do not disturb every now and again, because I don't want to be bothered with you. The dynamic of the relationship is totally different now.
so I always say certain people have certain access to me, so that access to you have changed. Okay, I get you on that. I like that. For me, I ain't never really been in a situation when I'm thinking I'm not even platonically and in a relationship. I can't say I've ever been in a position where I had to give a person a second chance, but I do have a good heart, and I do. This is how I think. I'm very logical. I understand self-preservation for the most part. So when certain people do things to me, I say I already knew what you was gonna do. I expected you to kind of do that, so it really don't hurt me. So I haven't really been in a situation where I had to spin the block and give somebody forgiveness. I mean, excuse me, give somebody a second chance, but I have been in a position where we just haven't been friends no more. And I don't even talk to them no more. So I can't even ask them to come back or get I probably forgiven them, but I don't talk to them enough anymore for me to have access for me to reach out and say, hey, let's try to mend this friendship. I probably would give them a second chance, maybe. but I haven't had that opportunity. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna reach out to a person to say, I forgive you and I want you back in my life. I'm gonna let y'all know how I went on air. Listen, we gotta spin the block. Shut up. We gotta spin the block with these R&B hits. We'll be back in a second. Global R&B 96.3. We got world news, entertainment news, as well as the game of the day. Let's get deep. Global R&B.